What trends do you think we'll see emerge this year in gaming?
I think people are going to be talking a lot about streaming and how that can change the living room for people. Sort of the Netflix of video games is in the offing from a number of big companies. I think they're going to be talking about ray tracing, which is sort of a new technology for rendering something so it can look absolutely real. We're going to show a demo tonight where we will challenge the audience to tell them the difference between there was no car there, we just drew it and displayed it with our newest and latest real-time technology versus live video. And so it's virtually indistinguishable now. I think digital humans is going to be sort of interesting. Again, we're going to show a demo tonight where we're going to show a human interacting in a very complex science fiction environment. And he looks absolutely human. And again, this guy doesn't live, he's never been anywhere. And the possibility of sort of recasting your favorite actor from days of yore, a 25-year-old John Wayne, we could bring him back this year and put him in the movie you might want to watch. So that's actually pushing the boundaries. And then there's been a ton of stuff being talked about, open platform, closed platform. Unity is sort of the forefront of the open platform thesis. And I think that'll play itself out.
So what do you think of Google's new Netflix of gaming strategy, given that they're not making any of the content themselves?
Well, one is I'm under NDA. And secondly, they have an event tomorrow. And so with all due respect to the many lawyers that back me up, I'm going to stick with that for now. But look, I think that streaming is definitely a part of the future. I don't think hardware under your TV is going away anytime soon because I think there's some advantages to that. But I also think that Google's an amazing technology company. I know they put their heart and soul into what they're announcing tomorrow, and I expect big things.
Now, the gaming industry is grappling with some, big issues: violence, lack of diversity on and off screen, addiction. Unity is in a unique position because your platform powers 50% of all new mobile games. What are some things that you can do to help the gaming industry deal with these issues, when it comes to the actual development?
Well, look, I think we could unpack that question over the next 2 hours.
Right.
But
it's a big question.
It's a very big question. I'd start by saying Unity powers about half the world's games across all platforms. It's a pretty amazing place to be and a great vantage point. And I'd start by saying one of the things that's plagued the industry for a long time has been a lack of diversity, a lack of inclusion. You wrote a book on the subject. And motivated me, and we're doing more at Unity to support diversity and inclusion than most any place I'm aware of. And I tell you, one of the things to ensure you get the right outcomes is to have the right input. And if we have a diverse and inclusive environment, I think the work our company does will be better, and we can have a really big influence over the rest of the industry. So one is, you can do the right thing by trying to be the right team, and I think we can influence the industry. In terms of, violence in video games and that type of thing, look, I, like many parents, did my level best to make sure my kids saw the right kind of content, whether it was music, movies, or games, when they were ready for it emotionally. I also chaired the ESA, the Entertainment Software Association, for a very long time, and I've read all the studies. I don't think there's any more of a correlation between violence in video games and actual violence than there is in the fact that if you watch Hamlet, there's a half a dozen dead bodies on stage, and I don't think I ever left the theater, and whacked anybody over the head. So I don't think that there's a...
You couldn't shoot those actors, though. You didn't shoot those actors yourself, though.
No, but I'm just saying that I don't think there's... The connection there has been researched many, many times, and I don't think it's there.
So AR and VR, when will they finally go mainstream, and will they? VR especially.
I think they both will be mainstream. I think they'll be both be mainstream probably within about 24 months, 36 months. Look, some great companies, Facebook and Oculus, HoloLens with AR and Microsoft, Vive, and other really, really cool, Magic Leap, we support them all. And what they brought out so far is expensive, and there's not a lot of content for it, and they're in their early stages, not really ready for mainstream. It takes a while to get these things set up and to use them properly. So that changes in the next 24 months or so.
Okay, so last quick question, Fortnite. Will it be another flash in the pan or a lasting gaming phenomenon?
There is always the next lasting gaming phenomenon to be replaced by the next lasting gaming phenomenon. But gaming, here's a thought for you. The top 25 intellectual properties in the world, top 25 in a row, are all games with revenues over $1 billion a year. This is a real industry now. And whether it's Fortnite or whatever, they're all going to be there.